Cool. Jesus. That's gotta be West End for all my preferences. I hate that Twitch automatically plays the video on the front page. I just think that's so weird. Shield mode. Oh, okay. Interesting. Um, oh, it's not what I wanted. Oh, it's a big image. Hey. I can't get S-Bytes working, so we're just going to eyeball it, I think. So we'll just get this like in a somewhat of a correct angle, something like that. Technically, I could drag it in. Oh, it drags it into the camera. That's very interesting. I didn't know that. What I wanted it to actually do was drag it in like this as a backdrop. And then you can like kind of align it from the camera. But F-Spy's not working. I can't get it to install. It's just not having a good time. So if I just roughly align it, that should be as good in my opinion. So we just roughly align this one pillar first. Oops. So that definitely needs to be rotated a little bit. Yeah, something like that. That's good. Right. Hide that. Cool. So first off, we should actually announce that we're streaming, I guess. I need the one that automatically does it. Oh, I have to always put it in. Wow, my glasses a day. I don't know what I'm doing in my free time at the moment when it comes to art. I kind of want to drop doing environments entirely because I just don't feel like I have the time. I saw something the other day saying they only spend 2 to 4 hours a month on an environment, and it was a very good environment. They know they are in the chat. And I'm like, well, I don't have that skill or talent, so I can't do that. I can't make that much in such a short amount of time. And I'm considered, amongst everywhere I've worked, a relatively fast person at doing that kind of stuff. But I can't go as fast as that guy. So I'm not going to. I'm going to make something I can do in the time frame I have. So this is actually interesting because usually this is an effect here. So you can see, oh wait, is it on top? Oh, it's the top right color. There you go. We'll get full screen quick. This effect here where you get like here, here, and here. You usually don't actually want that. But the way that this guy's drawn it is exactly what he's done. Because what happened, you tend to do that by accident when... Get my chats up. Cool. When you get a bevel... Is there a shortcut to actually... Whoops. There's a shortcut to bevel, but like when you get a bevel, you go, oh, look, I've got those corner bits selected. That's not usually intentional, so it's very interesting to see that he's drawn it like that intentionally. And this isn't a 3D model, So yeah, I'm quite happy to see that, I guess. Makes my job a little bit easier because it means I can do these weird... No, I don't like that. I can do these weird bevels and it still looks fine. I call them weird bevels. They're not necessarily weird. I feel like we want to grab both of these and make them a little bit taller. Now, again, we're doing it from a drawing. The drawing is quite true to an orthographic, a proper perspective view. But I couldn't get F-Spy to work, so I'm still just eyeballing it. As you guys know, I tend to eyeball most things, but I wanted to kind of shortcut it today with F-Spy. I don't want to be perfect in the same space. But yeah, it's not working. So I can't do that. We do this bevel, you can get a nice curve, but we don't necessarily want that curve. What we actually want is we want to do this. So that turns that into an angle. That shouldn't be a problem for now. It'll probably be a problem for later, but it's fine. I can do something like that. Still not quite what we're looking for. So pull that in, pull that up, pull that up. Do another bevel. Closer. A little bit higher. Still closer. I think, one, we want the bevel to be a fraction smaller. Two, we want these to be pinched together ever so slightly more. Then we do bevel again. Now, I can go all the way like that. And then what we can do is just merge distance. And that'll fix that. They need to be more arched to that, though. 100%. But even taller. Oh, close. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now we want to distance. Cool, that looks pretty good. It's got like little bits here. Don't know if I necessarily want them now. To get these in, if I don't want to do it in ZBrush, let's actually turn off this. I can see one. Stop it. Stop. Hello. I thought right clicking gets rid of it. Escape gets rid of it. That. I still think there needs to be a tad more room, actually. Let's make it transparent again. Select those, select those, select those, select those. Slightly stretch it. A little too much. Just a tad. Tad more. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that a bit more. Now, I actually need skulls at the front, so we'll probably sculpt those. Yeah, I could model them. They're not particularly the hardest things in the world. Something we actually want on is a mirror, but I'll do that in a bit. Yeah, I'm not too fussed in it now. Yeah, so we've got some really deep scratches, whatever you want to call it, one here. So we've got like this one that's sort of about here-ish. See, I feel like this needs to just be... I feel like the problem we're having here is this. I'm already having problems. Oh, I should play some music as well. I know my voice is like music, but it's not quite there, so... All my streams get freaking copyrighted anyway. You guys have no idea. I'm constant. Every stream ends. A stream ends. It's just like, oh, we found copyright material in the stream. Like, it's from Lofi. It literally says on Lofi, you can use this music as long as you mention it. Blah 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 blah. And Lofi's not copyrighted. I'm like, oh, it's a nice prop to do. Have fun. I will try my best. I've actually been kind of like, see some of the stuff I've been making recently. I have done bits here and there, but I feel like I want to jump in ZBrush with this one. And I haven't actually jumped in ZBrush in a decent amount of time. Something like that. And then we want to basically grab a middle piece for it. Like so. That should be fine. And then we just want to yank that in. See, that's the problem. I don't want this bevel on this part, right? So what we should really do, and I hate to say it, but we should really apply the bevel first. Yeah. And then put this part in. The problem with applying the bevel first is I've now made a very firm decision that I'm keeping what we got on a bevel basis. Oh yeah, this is an end on right now, so I should probably fix that. Oh my god. When did I do that? Wait. Interesting. I didn't realize I'd done that by accident. When did I do that by accident? Let's undo. Oh, when I scaled that bottom bit. Right. I didn't even realize I scaled it out that way. That's fine. So again, that's the problem with beveling. Is luckily I had enough undos or whatever. I don't mind if it's slightly misshapen because it's a stylized prop. I like it when they're misshapen. It gives them a bit more class. Like when everything's not completely symmetrical and even. So I could do that. Tons of different ways I could do this. I think the easiest way... So I want to put that scratch in. Maybe we put that scratch in the high poly and the bigger down later. I'll keep those minor details not in yet then. So this... some cylinders here. Now these could be normals. We don't actually need to do this physical, but we'll give it a shot. What looks like it's physical. I just want to do, actually, they're much smoother than that. I want to do something like this, smooth that. There you go. A bit smaller. Cool. And then we want a bit bigger than that, actually. We want to mirror these. He says, "Oh, not that one. What's the bottom for? I want to do that." There you go. Now mirror. There we go. Oh, that is not... I know I said I didn't want it symmetrical, but I didn't realize it was that far off. Oh, yeah, look, it's slightly shifted. There you go. That's better. Cool. So now they're actually symmetrical. That's fine. Cool. We want to make a duplicate. We want to... Oh, actually, if I pull them into the middle, so we know where in the middle is, and separate that, and then we make sure we've got selected, and we delete the mirror, and then pull it down here. That's what that looks like. We've got, again, more scratches and stuff, but I guess I won't get these in yet. We'll bevel these edges here. Just like that. Cool. We'll get a bunch of these in just because when I get it over to ZBrush, I will need all of these extra edge loops. Actually, I should really make it even, so we'll go 10. 10. Probably 20 here. Nope. 30. Nope. 40. There you go. Now I can reduce this later, but healthy guys. Healthy guys. Hey man, how's it going? The Selly zombie. Yeah, so it goes down like that. When we get into ZBrush, that's quite nice. There's actually like a cloth bit sitting on top, but it looks very physical. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull it up here, pull it across here, and then we're just going to pull this down here. Cool. And we're going to grab either end and then pull the ends down here, pull it across, pull it up. Cool. And then what it looks like it does, it just comes to a point in the middle. Itch. Like so. Like that. When we smooth it, we can get a nice smooth result. But first, what I want to do is I want to grab... So there's a couple ways to do this. Grab this and do a small bevel here. I can then do a couple of different ways. I can always grab the edges here and do a bevel. Let's see what that looks like right now. So the middle's coming in very interestingly. Hey, moderator, how's it going? Something like this. There you go. Why is it coming in like that? It's very strange. It's like bowing in this way. I didn't think it would do that at all. Very interesting, huh? Well, I guess an easy way to fix that is to grab those middle parts and pull them out slightly. Same with up and down. There you go. Somehow they're not symmetrical here, but it's fine. I'll just grab these and pull them up. Cool. I actually really don't like what it's done to the middle, so instead we're going to revert that by deleting the edge loop here. I knew we were going to do that. We've got to go like this. There you go. Cool. That's a bit better. Okay, so again, something else we could do is create a crease. And that'll help sharpen it. Like so. There you go. Now I also want a... wherever it is. What am I looking for? Solidify? Solidify. Cool. Do a smooth. Well, actually, if we do solidify first and then bevel, sweet. And we change the thickness, we'll get a nice smoothing edge. Sweet. Cool. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So I know we've got the camera or whatever with it kind of lined up, but yeah, that's the cloth that's like there. That definitely still needs to be sharper. Can I not pull that down more to make it sharper? I can, but it doesn't give a very nice result. Okay. Instead, I guess we still need to do something like this. But we get this not very nice effect here. So how about I just do that? That's a bit better. Something like that. Cool. It's just light pulling up. No, it doesn't actually. It just needs slight more thickness. A little bit more. There you go. Still just sitting on it. There you go. Now I could technically, because it goes the way I've got it going. Oh, again, I could do this. I could do it the other way around. Oh, that's interesting. That when it applies it afterwards, I was gonna go normals and hard it, and you get like that. Ah, very interesting. Did not know that's what's gonna look like. That's fine for now. It's just going. I could always change it later. It needs to droop down way further. Definitely doesn't look right here. Definitely doesn't look right on this side. I should have really mirrored it. To be fair, that's fine. That's there you go. Grab you and you, and then pull you guys down with a slight pull with it. There you go. Now looks like there's actually properly sitting on there. Sweet. Cool. Now we need a skull on it now, which is going to be very interesting to model. I don't even know where to start, but we'll just sort of go with it, hope it works. Hey, I'm new subscriber. Hey, Lyrical King. How's it going, man? So, this can always be something that's way easy to sculpt. I'm going to give it a free hand to see what we can do. You know what? We're going to do that. Apply and then smooth it. And then start grabbing the pieces down that we want. So it comes down into his face like this. It comes down into his jaw. I don't actually need a back to it. So all of this can technically come back and be flattened like that. And you can delete it. Right? Because that's going to just inset into it anyway. Cool. So the cheeks obviously come up more. The mouth comes out a bit more. So it's more like this. Looking like Suzanne over here. This. Cool. I think if we do one more smooth after that, again, we'll grab where essentially the eyes would be. Now I can just pull these in and basically hope for the best when we get smoothed, and then shape it after that. Or I guess we can smooth again. So if we get the generic shape, I then can actually start sculpting in Blender and see how we go. See how I should just sculpt. Do that. That. So I haven't got a mirror on it right now, which I should probably apply. So let's go like this, like this, like this. It's like this. I haven't jumped on anything like put that first. I'm gonna go merge a little bit higher. Alright, it's not fully thingy. There you go. I haven't worked on something like organic in a while. So I'm a little rusty, but it's fine. So you want this, yeah, he's like cheekbone to come out. Like that. Technically the head will come back here, but that's fine. Cool, I'm just looking at it. We've got the nose. It comes in here. Cool, that can be sharpened up afterwards. Cool. See, this part definitely here comes in. See, the way that it's shaped, it's got this one that comes down here, which is basically here, right? So if I then pull these in and back, technically just in for now, we'll get a more shape that we're getting here, right? We grab these, pull them up and out. That's already a little bit closer. The bottom's definitely way more flatter. That's quite possibly the bottom's more like this, right? We're getting there. That's looking good. We definitely need these to droop down significantly more. Well, this part needs to... No. Not necessarily. This part can come in. Around here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So this board looks actually organic modeling without using sculpting. Now, I'm not the best sculptor anyway. So I don't mind trying to do it this way. I'm a very hard surface model guy. So sometimes I look at something that's like this and I'm just like, how the heck do I do it? And I tend to just keep going and going and going, because sometimes your edge flow will not work at all and you got to make it. And don't worry if it doesn't work, because sometimes the edge flow just doesn't allow for a shape like that, and that's perfectly fine. That's just how it is, how it goes. You just got to accept that sometimes the edge flow will not work and you will have to sort of just scrap it and work with something else. Now, the only time it doesn't work is if you quit. Now, what was that? What did my phone vibrate? Facebook. 20 minutes ago, I was literally on Facebook around then, so you must have sent it just after I closed it. I usually try to just keep Facebook up all the time, but I always forget. Oh. God, my friend got a massive tattoo. I actually have another friend who agrees with me. I'm not the biggest... I really like tattoos. Or should I say I really like the art. But I'm not very caring of having it on your body. I don't hate it. Obviously, when you say you don't care much about something, people just instinctively like, oh, that means you hate it. No, I don't hate it. But I'm definitely not one for... Like, I don't think it's a huge, like, wow, amazing... It just doesn't really bother me, I guess. I guess it's the easiest way to put it. I'm not too bothered by tattoos. With that said, I guess I don't see them as a good thing or a bad thing. Flatten it a little bit. So that's obviously sitting in here. Definitely getting there on the shape. But yeah, my friend's obviously very excited about it, so I'm giving him support and telling him, yeah, it's very cool. But it really doesn't bother me. Do I put a head in or pull it out more? Definitely needs to go like a bit flatter, but I think the flatter we get it, the weirder it's obviously going to look. So I'm not too fussed with it coming out a bit. It looks like I've got it more slanted, like you see. So how about we do that? And then we grab the back and we flatten. Actually, maybe I should have done it like that. Flatten the back out a bit more. We'll flatten this part. And then we'll flatten that even more. Flatten that even more. Pull that out. Something like this, right? We grab this, turn that up, pull that in. Sweet. Cool, cool. And we pull that into here. Thank you. So the bottom part, I think we need to get looking more. So I could theoretically delete this like so, and then what I could do, let's go back to 0 so I can see what I'm doing. What I could do, so it's very high poly right now. I should technically make a low poly version. That's fine for now though. Let's do something like this. I could go ham and go completely on the deleting, and then I could set the whole thing, and I could just do like that. So we make a hollow skull. See what I mean? Now the problem is that's when we make the holes in it. Oh, the holes actually don't go all the way in. They have a thingy, but that gives you that bottom part. Now, I don't necessarily think we've got to do that, so I'm actually going to undo it. Oh, if I can undo enough. Yeah. I did that with the complete intention of undoing it. There you go. What I am going to do is pull this up even more. Go back to 0 so you can see what I'm doing. Pull up even more. Cool. And I could even get a nice bevel along here. That's not what I thought it was going to do. Along here. Like so. And then when I smooth it, we get a nice sharp bit at the bottom. If I do it without that, you can see the difference. So it depends. Do I want a sharp bit at the bottom? Wow, that gives a really weird bevel effect. Look how rough this corner becomes. You'd think this would look a bit more like that, which is what I was looking for. Now, what I want to do is I think this part here goes something more like this. A bit more rounded, which means I can also pull this part up, pull this down, and we get a bit more of a rounded bottom of the skull, which I think looks more accustomed to it. Now, you've got this part here that gets a bit sharp. Now, with that said, I can actually... I say with that said, I've not said anything about this, what I'm about to say, but I can actually delete it around its peak. Probably around here. Maybe a little bit less of a deleting. Maybe only around here. But you don't actually see all the way back on the skull. And I can start flattening this part out. So one advice I would give, before doing any of that, that looks pretty good, but what I should have done is make a backup. Whenever you go to make a big jump, oh, hello, Medical Man. When you get a big jump, and what you're doing is very, very good to quickly make a duplicate of it. So this part definitely looks like it should be going in, right? Make a duplicate of it, and save that for later, just in case you go, actually, I preferred how it looked. So we're going to revert what we did. So I want to make this part come in more. I think that looks pretty good. Pull this part down and pull it out. What does that look like? Not how it looks, so we won't do that. So we got these bones here. Got this curvy bit here, but this needs to curve in much, much more. I think its endpoint's around here, so we pull that in. Get that curve coming way more in, which it does here. This part at the back here actually comes out a bit more. I don't know why I'm trying to teach you guys like how to do organic stuff when I'm kind of bad at it. This just happens to be going well for once. The nose is still terrible, but we'll fix that up later. Like what basically I need to do with the nose is slightly reshape it, and I could do like that, like a curve. So if I do this and then start reshaping it to more of a correct shape, how does it look? So we got this part comes down to here more. This part obviously goes up to here more. This part comes out here. This part stays relatively sharp. The problem is it looks like there's this in. It looks like this gets pulled out and this does that. Kind of. You got kind of effect where it overlaps. Don't think we necessarily need that. Could probably get away without doing that. What I need to do is this is way, way too big. There you go. And it needs to be much taller. Nice. Cool. This part can be pulled down. Yeah, it's really more like it. This part can be pulled out. Down. And across. Yes. This part can be pulled in to sharpen this part. And we're getting a much closer, like, looking nose hole. Nose hole? Sounds like an insult. You nose hole, you. Oh. Oh my god, that looks hilarious. Whoa. And it kind of works. Not really, but it kind of does. Now, this is the part I'm worried about the most, because these eyes just come in. Now, I could model something and then just bevel it in, but that's going to be a bit janky to clean up afterwards. If we can kind of get a shape like this, you could always cut around where you want the eyes to actually be made. Again, I'm talking to you guys like I know exactly what I'm doing. I like to think I kind of know what I'm doing, but most of the time I'm just winging it. And you can pull those in, you can start getting some eyes, and we can start shaping it from here, right? Again, this is all doing it box modeling, right? So this part definitely comes out and it like overlaps on top of that. So you get this effect. See that? That's exactly it. If you ever want that overlapping effect, all you got to do is basically pull one vertex over the other. I don't know why I'm doing it to my own eye. For example, if you wanted to do it like here, it's quite far away here, but you pull this under this and pull this under this and pull this down. And you'd get, it's very subtle here, just because how strong it is. We'll do another one here just to show you. And you get a crease, essentially. It's what it is. So yeah, that's basically how I would go about doing that. The only problem here is I need to pull this out more. Back with the bit here. It looks kind of like a sad skull at the moment, but that's fine. We'll make him happy in a minute. We'll give him a little friend over on the other side. He looks a bit more menacing over there. Jesus. Take one look at the guy and he's just like, Who dares disturb my slumber? That's what he's like. He's upset. So like this, pull this over here, pull this down. That's much closer. This actually one's different shaped, right? This is drooping down way more. It's looking pretty good. He doesn't actually have any teeth, which makes my job a million times easier. And that's pretty much the shape we're looking for. Oh, what did I do to his head? His head's definitely... I get that part pulled out. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think the head may need to be a little bit taller. I don't know. But I'm not upset with that. If you guys are upset with that, you can tell me as much as you want in chat. So I can make these more or less shallow. I think we'll make them a bit more shallow like that. I think that looks good. Because we'll just paint inside the eyes to make them look darker anyway. Because the shadow will do quite a lot of the work, but I might manually paint stuff as well. Now we've got this part here. These I might do in the high poly. Yeah, look, that one's like wider, right? It's like a little bit smaller and a little bit wider. But we're going to be mirroring all of this at some point. Anyway, so now we're going to duplicate that and move it wherever we want. My scenes end up quite messy. You can move them into collections. You can save them out. I tend to just throw them somewhere else in the scene. If I ever need them, I bring them back. Also, what I tend to do is I'll drag it, move it, and hold control, as long as it's selected on here, in increments. So pull out somewhere random and go, yeah, there you go, you can stay over there. Then if I actually, oh, whoops, well, here you go. If I go, oh, actually, no, I want that back in, I'll start pulling it back in. Okay, oh, where is it? It's over here. Pull it back in, hold control. And because we've got it on increments, it'll perfectly go back where we left it. I think he needs to be a tad bigger. I can't set origin right now because I need to apply these. Problem is, he actually looks like this. That is after beveling, after subdividing a couple times, which then turns him into this, which is very high poly. So we can, first of all, save it, go to my desktop. We're going to go Canon, whoops, Canon looking thing. There you go. Oh, my back. I'm leaning forward too much. I actually got like a tennis elbow at the moment, like right. I see tennis elbow. When I looked it up, it was pretty much like The Simpsons. Damn it! When did I close this tab? Like, wow, wow! Oh my god! You closed the tab on me. I can't believe you've done this. Oh, you know what? Where's my There's my banner. Why did I not have the banner? Was it because I was playing games? Oh, because it says Simpsons on it. I need to change that. We'll make an edit at some point. Ah, you know what? I'll make an edit now. Where am I getting it from? Where am I sourcing it? Where's the sauce? Where's the lamb sauce? Desktop. Yeah, where is it? Cam border. Well, have to go soon anyway. Wow. I hope you are getting up for something fun. I wish I could show you guys some of the stuff I've been making, because like it looks like I'm being super, super lazy, not streaming for you guys, but my background just refreshed. But oh, uni, brilliant. That sounds like fun. I liked uni. That was fun. But I've actually been doing quite a lot of work. It's sad that it just looks like I'm being super lazy, but I've actually done some stuff that you guys probably would find pretty cool. I'm just not allowed to show it. Cam, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. There you go. Don't drag it into my desktop. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit it and save everything. What do you... if you're still here, Lyrical, Vasily, Zombie, or Demon Maxime, if you guys are still here, what do you guys do? Are you artists or are you programmers? Or are you something of an in-between, a technical artist, if you will? I'm quickly just editing this on another monitor. I could actually just show you guys, but too lazy to move it. Okay, we're going to get rid of the Simpsons. File, save. We're going to get rid of the Simpsons. I got a plan. Save over that. Yes, and hopefully that'll just fix it on my stream. There you go. Now it's just a little black box. I could throw another name in there. I should probably have the names as a separate layer and just throw it on top. So right now we're just Steve's tutorials, and I should just write random crap or something, because I'm not really doing anything. I'm not really planned ahead what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just sort of winging it. So that's a skull. Yeah. Now what I can do is come into remesh, and we could try a voxel remesh. Not voxel remesh, a quad remesh. Now I never remember how to use this. Number of faces. How many is it now? Wait, that mirror down the middle looks very strange. Is it just me? Oh. Oh! It's because you still got the mirror on. Okay. You can see like that line, right? Really? Let me undo. How far have I got to undo? There. Yeah, it looks fine there. I guess I should have done the mirror first. The duplicate's over there, right? Yeah, he's all the way over there. Wow, the back of it looks terrifying. Actually, why don't I just isolate it? Anyways. Boom. Alright, so I think these bubbles need to be a bit bigger. Now they're probably going to end up a little bit more detailed than they are in the high poly. Now, we're trying to prepare everything for the high poly. So this is actually a complicated one. Because how do I basically increase the poly count on this? So that way when we're in substance, we can do it. So I guess we won't worry about that right now. It's not in substance, sorry. In ZBrush. Should I do it all in Blender? Maybe doing it all in Blender would be more interesting. I definitely feel like this is still thicker, right? I know we're looking at this from a weird angle. But that definitely looks like that should be coming either in or out more. I could just select it and do that. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Cool. Now, I don't know if these skulls are supposed to also be on the other side, but I probably will just make them on the other side because that just looks interesting. So we've got all that in. Let's see what a remesh looks like. So we've got that line in the middle. No, we're fine. 4,000. Oh yeah, I was going to check how many it was. Because obviously we need to know how many it is to reduce it. So we're at 5,800 faces. Let's try 1,000. Oh, that didn't work very well at all. Okay. Wait, how many? Is that... Yeah, faces. And it's 5,000. Okay, then let's try 2,500. Or let's try 3,000. Serve sharp. Wait, we haven't got any sharp. Mesh boundaries. Ooh, you know what? Pretty good. That was a very good remesh. It's still very high poly considering, because what you'd usually do is when you get around the eyes. So can I actually undo that quick? When you get around the eyes, right, you'd have the detail coming here, then the details get reduced as it comes. So what I can do is I can actually select where these parts are, mark as sharp, and we can see what it does from there. Now, do I need to do this? Not really, because we're going to be probably putting UE5, and we don't care too much about... There you go. And now mark sharp. I'm also going to do this so I can see that sharp. So we probably don't need to care too much about the poly count, but it's interesting to see the results we can get with a remesh. Oh wait, I didn't tick the box. Preserve sharp. There you go. Interesting. That didn't preserve sharp at all. I mean, it works from a distance, which is probably where we're going to be working it from. I feel like that didn't preserve sharp at all, right? Am I crazy? Right, they are marked as sharp, yeah. What was I do? 4,000. Very interesting. I do find the results you get very interesting. So that I feel like that is actually preserving it. That's fine. We're going to do high poly stuff on it anyway, so we're not too fussed. Let's grab these guys. Let's just delete you out. Oh, well, it's nice to see it in the camera, though. That's kind of... Well, that is nowhere near aligned. Hold on a minute. It started off aligned. Kind of. This is why I should have got X-Spy to work. Oh, well. Yeah, that's way taller. Hold on a minute. That's a bit better. Is it longer? It's probably longer, isn't it? Well, this is definitely shorter. And it's, yes, probably. So we'll just do that, and then we'll probably grab. Again, I don't mind about doing mirroring and stuff, because I kind of don't mind it not being perfectly symmetrical. The reason for that is because you tend to get more unique result. You tend to get, yeah, a more unique result at the end. You get a more asymmetrical result, and that makes things look a bit more fluid. Fluid. There's actually holes in this. That's interesting. So I actually really dislike that. Yeah, I need to do something like that, right? Pull this like towards the ends. Like this. Yeah, that's more what I'm looking for. Change that thickness a little bit. I want it quite thick because it looks quite thick in the concept, right? This edging... Wait, hold on a minute. I need to get rid of that one. I don't know why it's looking so weird, but... Surprisingly, it does actually get a bit sharp around here. It goes more like... Wow, that is not working at all. It goes more like that. Which is makes sense, because obviously that's the shape of the actual wood underneath it. So if I pull it down, we get this actually kind of effect on it, which looks quite nice. I need to do the same on this side. That. It's not too bad. I will pull it up just a tad. Cool. we'll pull it in just a tad. I had my dog in my room during work today, so I showed her off on stream, and everyone at work was like, "Oh my god, cute doggo." See, I'm always been more of a dog person than a cat person, but I still really like cats. I think that's the part that always confuses me, why people seem to have this thought that they can only like one or the other animal. I like both very much. Like, I think both are fine. Why can't both be fine? What's wrong with liking both of the animals? What I'm going to do here now is we're going to apply... When you convert mesh, you actually need to make sure you've got one thing selected. Convert mesh. I'm going to pull you out. Combine you. That should be fine. And we're going to do a mirror so we get the other side in. We're not going too fast today. I know I said about speed earlier, like I have been slow lately. But in general, I do kind of want to take it chill anyway. I'll be honest. Alright, gotta go. So yeah, have a good one, man. Hope you enjoyed the stream while you were here. You abandoner. So this goes straight to the floor. Now this interests me. Oh, so the wood must meet this at the floor then. Right? Because if we look at the concept, it doesn't meet it here, but then when we look here, they're both flat to the ground. It's flat here. Same with this. So, I actually need to put the wood on the ground. So we grab this, pull this down. Something like this. See, I don't know how close I actually want that. Presumably very close. Cool, it's fine. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit of hover hand. Select this and actually apply a... There you go, vertex normal. That looks nice. We'll keep these kind of smooth, so we're going to go keep sharp. I'm going to turn this up to 60. Hello man, how's it going? Nope, we're going to turn it down to 10. There you go. Oh, no, I can't because of you. Aha! Already running into problems, we are. What happened to the corner of his eye? Was that... Did it always look like that? Oh, it did. Huh. Interesting. Okay, we'll separate these out then. Maybe I should have just kept the old skull in. Because the old skull at the very least was clean. I mean, it still looks fine. It's a lower poly. Well, if you were to convert this, you can see it's a lower poly. We won't convert it though. Just in case we want to reuse it at some point. How's it going, man? We're on something else again today. I know we're changing projects constantly at the moment, but I can't settle on what I want to do. I obviously want to do projects where I can actually finish them for you guys, so people not get bored watching because I never finish anything. But at the same time, I still want it to be interesting enough that it feels like a full project when I'm done. So, we're back at it with some stylized props, I think. Seems like the easiest solution for now, and I hope it's enjoyable to watch. It's here. Can you show me how the Simpsons scene ended? I'm still going to be working on it, but I'll load it up for you. Unfortunately, I don't have a ray tracing card anymore, so it doesn't look as good. But I'll show you where I got with it, and I don't want to continue doing it, but it's on a bit of a hiatus at the moment to figure out where I want to go with it. Because I'd like to make the whole thing. I just need to find a motivation to do stuff not on stream, because I obviously work all day. Hi, this from Clash of Clans. I don't know. I was looking at random concepts. Lava cannon, original prop concept. No, I guess it's not. It just looked cool. I liked it. Oh, hello. This other Simpsons scene. Wow, why is it not? Oh, right. Come on. Come on, it's frozen on me. Come on. Steve, why is your timeline live? I have no idea what you're telling me. What? Why is this... Hello? Simpsons? Oh, you good? There you go. Sweet. Yeah, so as you can see, things break again when I simulate. And it's because we're just playing the timeline. It's playing. Oh! Don't know. Just must have hit space by accident. Yeah, look, there's a bunch of light leakage and stuff. But, yeah, that's what we turned up with at the moment. A lot of these problems either were, hey, Wolf, missed your last stream. That's fine. I think I just played games in my last stream. A lot of these problems either were gone or were way less worse when I had a ray tracing card. So for those of you who are trying to make everything in Lumen without ray tracing cards, so not a 2000 plus series, I'd recommend investing in a ray tracing card because you do get a lot of problems. And some of these problems existed with the ray tracing one, but they were way less prominent. But yeah, we got it to a decent point. And as I said, it's always really cool looking at these kind of scenes with a cinematic camera. So, like, obviously going close to a monitor, you get to see that, like, blur effect as it gets sharp and focuses on the pixels. You get to go close to, like, the couch and see all of this. How is this running, actually? I'm hopefully it's not lagging. You get to get close to this and see all of that, like, additional detailing. My camera should really be closed up more on just me. Because moving down here, you got all this, like, dead space. You're just looking at my bed. Let's fix that. So we want to go boom. Boom. I know some of you might want to see my bed, but... That's a bit better. Well, how did you make the TV pixelation stuff? It's actually kind of... I'll show in a second. So yeah, look, we've got like the cans with all that. If you get the focus just right, you can obviously see the water. If we look at I've got loads of close-up details and stuff that... unfortunately, you can't really see those because it's metal and they get really dark. But like, we've got Bart Simpson on a letter. We've got like all this close-up detailing here with the water. We got grunge on the countertops. Lots of cool little extra details. We've obviously got the Ned Flanders drawing. And the Homer drawing. And we've got like fruit and stuff over here. We don't necessarily need a close-up, like a blurred camera for this. I didn't make the fruit, I want to clarify. I never want to take credit for something I didn't make, and I didn't make the fruit. But yeah, let's turn off that camera now so we can actually see. Yeah, the TV, all the TV is, and it's actually how, I guess, your eyes would look like in real life. So obviously, we've got the scanner lines and stuff, which look kind of cool. So you've got kind of like a line effect, especially that dark line coming through. Scanner line effect. That's just using a line effect and panning it downwards. This, like, pixelated, like, rainbow effect, all it is, if we get really close, is I've got these pixels. Literally. It's 3 lines. It's like 8 pixels by 8 pixels when I tile it. 3 lines, red, green, blue, and then I told it to tile it across the surface loads. And then if I show you it, you can like see it like on here too. Look. If I actually go into the master material, don't know why I've put it in the master, but that's... Oh, so I don't know what I'm using that for. Is that just for the glow? Yes, it is. Which it would literally just using this, and I'm tiling just that texture across the whole thing. That's highly dope, highly realistic. Thank you. And it's just tiling across it, and it gives you the illusion, because obviously what's happening essentially is you've got all this detailing, and I've only got 1080p display, or 1920 by 1080p. So all of these pixels are trying to render, I guess, over each other. I don't really know if that's the best way to explain it. And you're getting this effect where they're constantly fighting, and it gives you that really neat screen effect that you would get with a real TV. Now, I don't know if that's because how our eyes perceive it. It does a similar thing, because obviously that happens in real life on old TVs. But yeah, it just looks really cool. That's magnificent. It was a happy little accident. I kind of wanted to do it, but I didn't realize I'd actually have that old TV effect by doing it. So yeah, sometimes when you do something, you get little effects like that. It's really cool. Because at the end of the day, when you make something, Unreal Engine is physical-based rendering. So it tries its best to actually render everything like the physical world. So if you try to replicate something, how it would work in real life, in in Unreal Engine, not just UE4, but UE5 as well, you will bump into happy little accidents where you get an unintended effect that you really like that does happen in real life because you've replicated something the same way it does work in real life, so you get that same effect. Does that make sense? It's very cool. Oh, look at that background. It's very cool when that happens, because it just feels quite rewarding that, oh, I put the effort into kind of replicate how it works, because obviously a real TV has loads of little pixels on it, little LEDs, obviously. Well, actually, those TVs wouldn't have been LEDs, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it's very cool. Okay, so we got that. It's got detailing in here. I'll do that. So I can do this, and that's again prepping it up for when we get into ZBrush. So now we want it here. This isn't central, is it? Oh, it is. It doesn't look it. So we've got a little bit here. And I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Is it a little lock? I don't know. It looks like it goes up to a little bit smaller. That's on that. And then there's a couple ways we can do this. I assume it's flat at the bottom. I can't see the bottom part of this, but I actually don't want it to be flat at the bottom because I think it looks nicer curved, which is what it has at the top. So we're going to do something. We're going to do something like this, which makes our curve for us. Very, very nice. Then all I got to do, grab this. I could do it on the other side. It doesn't really matter, because if we're actually looking at it, it looks like it does something like this, and it actually collides with the mesh entirely, which probably means I should make it a bit thicker. Like that. I feel like I should have made this less strong as well. We can resolve that by just grabbing these, pulling them out a little bit, I'd say. Did I not grab that one? Oh, I didn't grab it. Pulling this out of tab. Tab? A tab. Pulling you, grabbing you, pulling you up. Like this. I don't worry, if anyone who does want me to obviously continue working on the Simpsons season, I will get back to it. I just want to... I don't know. It's really hard to want to make something that I know I can't finish very quickly, because I know it's not very... I know people leave the stream. I know it's not very exciting when you're watching me make the same thing for like 6 months. So I do like taking breaks like I am now and making something that I hopefully can finish relatively quickly. I mean, the people I care most about my stream will watch me whenever I'm streaming. That's great. I very much appreciate people who watch me no matter what. But at the end of the day, it's still a stream. I still want to try to increase my... how many people watch me, and to do that, why is it doing this? To do that, yeah, that's very strange. I need to sort of acknowledge what people are watching, what people want to watch, and what people don't want to watch. And what people don't want to watch, unfortunately, is me spend a very long time making the same scene. They always come back and compliment me and say, "Wow, you're still working on this. That shows so much dedication," which is a nice comment. Don't get me wrong. But then they leave again, and I've got, obviously, a lower viewership. I always joke that I'm making out that I'm like taking too long making it. Oh, you're making fun of me for taking too long making the scene. No, that's not what I meant. Line up perfectly. So all we actually need here is just boom, 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 boom. Something like that, I think. Yes. I don't want to make it thinner though before I do that. Something more like that. Now, I kind of feel like I went a little bit overkill on how far I've got this coming in. Why aren't you moving? Oh, because I've got this on. So if I pull you out, grab you, pull you up, grab you, delete you, you. Cool. Lovely. It's got already a smooth on it. Well, I can see the skull as I spin. But I thought I'm going to... In the middle of the week, I will start a stream to show what I'm starting to work on, and then we can start getting it done on the weekends when I actually want to stream. I technically want to stream every day at the same time. That's true. Do something that you enjoy that also people like watching. Exactly. But of course, you're having fun is the most important. But hi, by the way, hi. How are you doing? Hey, Azra, I've not been here in ages, right? You're going to be like, I was here Sunday. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I've been poorly. I don't want to say poorly because it's not like I'm dying or anything, but I've been very meh lately when it comes to my health. But other than that, I'm pretty good. So we don't need to perfectly replicate this. I just want it to kind of look cool. I'll try my best to make it look random as I go. Like, I don't want the spaces completely perfect, and I also don't want them to be perfectly rotated the same. Here's... As much as I said that, I don't want the gaps to too much vary, so I think here's a little bit too tight, so I'll pull you up just a tad. And there we go. We've got this bar coming around it now, which is pretty easy to make. A couple ways to do it. It's been a long time. I've had a bunch of stuff recently working out. I've been working out. Well, actually, I started off my diet, so I've lost about 3 stone. And I started off my diet, doing resistant band training, and actually, even though I've not been doing resistant band recently, I've got like tennis elbows like at the moment. It really hurts. I say that as I'm throwing my hand out. This really hurts to do. I'm used to the pain. And I was doing resistant band training for a while. I say a couple of months, and I was drinking only meal replacement shakes for my lunch. Recently, I've got back to just kind of eating normal again. I'm not eating past my dinner. And I'm not overeating for my dinner. And I'm just going on 10,000 step walks, which is about an hour and a half of walking every day. And it seems to be working better than all the other stuff I was doing. So I'm free. So I haven't watched that many streams. For me, I stopped watching because I lost the passion, so I'm not interested like before, but I still hop every while to say hi to you. Oh, that's very nice of you, man. Obviously, even when watching someone play a game, obviously you tend to only like watching it if you like playing the game yourself. So knowing that you're not that passionate about 3D at the moment, you know, I'm very appreciative that you would still show up and show me some support. Getting your service, working out without based. Yeah. I mean, like, giving up... I always say this to people, and they never believe me, but giving up sweets and stuff was easy for me, because I don't eat them anyway. I'm not someone who snacks out a lot. And people would look at me and go, oh, but you're fat. Oh, of course you do. Stop lying. No. Why would I lie? Why would I lie? Obviously, if there was any reason to lie, it's because I don't want to admit that I'm snacking. But I never used to snack. I just... watch for the silky radio voice. Oh, does it actually sound that good at the moment? I always feel like it doesn't sound that amazing, but obviously when you hear your own voice, you're a bit more judgmental. Maybe I should swap to doing ASMR and turning it to like the sensitivity and whispering into the microphone. I actually have no idea how well this is being picked up, and I also don't have omnidirectional. I think I can set it to omnidirectional, but I'm not going to. I swear I could change these settings. Oh, there's an omnidirectional. Wait, which one am I on? I am on the right one. Okay. It's super easy time stopping with sweets as well. I did that a few years before I started working. Was mostly for acne at the time, so I didn't want to eat stuff like that. See, I really like sweets as well, especially sweet sweets, like especially sour sweets, or Werther's Originals and stuff like that, or toffee. I'm actually a pretty big sweet lover, but I just don't have it very often. Kind of like alcohol. I'm actually drinking alcohol right now, rum and coke. But even with alcohol, I don't really get drunk anyway. I remember having tons. The first time I ever got drunk was the first time I ever went out drinking, and I think I had 17 shots of vodka. And what, a shot's... Was it 15 or 17? And a shot's 53 milliliters? So if we go 33 times 17. So I drunk not far off a whole bottle of vodka, because they're usually 70 cl. I drank about 361 milliliters. So 14 cl off. And I got quite drunk then. But I still remember all of it. I didn't have a hangover. But I don't usually drink that much, because when I drink tasty drinks. I've ordered like 4 drinks at the moment. One's a passion fruit liqueur. Some people really judge me for this. A butterscotch liqueur. That's going to taste so sweet and nice. What else have I ordered recently? I literally bought some random drinks for Christmas. I've had the passion fruit one before, to be fair. It's very nice, especially mixed with like orange juice and cranberry juice and stuff. Kind of like Sex on the Beach drink, but with passion fruit liqueur. It's very good. Oh, peach schnapps. I haven't ordered those, but peach schnapps, very nice. What have I ordered? Oh, I ordered a cherry brandy. Love cherry brandy. And I've ordered a whipped cream vodka. And I had it once before, and when I tipped it into Coke, it made it taste like either a Coke float, some might describe it as, or a cream soda. It was really nice. And that's how I drink. I like drinking these really tasty, these really sweet drinks. Not necessarily sweet. I can drink some bitter drinks. I think they taste nice, but mostly sweet drinks. Because I just think it's really tasty. That's why I drink. I used to drink Guinness quite a lot. But again, I would only have it in quite a small moderation when I did have it. So yeah, I'm a much more luxury drinker, I guess. I drink stuff because I just want a nice taste, you know what I mean? I also enjoy the same as you. Nice. I love cocktails as well. Cocktails are fantastic. You know what? This is still not the shape we're looking for at all. I might redo it. Because looking at it, it more comes in like this. Like to a solid point like that. But I might actually just redo it instead. Not yet. I'll probably stop stream and then just change it on the weekend. So yeah, for this part, we want this to come into here. Now, I'll actually keep the whole of this on, but something I also want is I want to pull this in like this and then do a bevel. So you get that like pinch effect. So I think that'll look quite nice, and it kind of looks like it's doing that anyway. Then we want to bevel like so. We want the bevel to be sharp, so we're going to here and do that. Cool. I want to add one of those. Do that. Lovely, and that's exactly what I want. Sweet. Now I want to do the same thing with this. A nice bevel. Yeah, it looks way better already. I'm going to go 0.05, I think. Less than that, apparently. Jesus. 0.02. That's too much. 0.015. That's also too much. 0.011. There you go. Just slightly off. No, see, that's still way too much there, right? Yeah, that's still way too much. 0.05. 0.075. 0.0075. There you go. We're not getting this to scale at all. As always, you know, you guys know the deal by now. I don't tend to keep anything to scale. I just wing it because it's fun and exciting. With that said, These are definitely closer together. But with that also said, I feel like this is squished in more. Maybe it just needs to be smaller. No, because it definitely takes up a quite significant amount. It definitely needs to be taller. I am a strong believer that dairy has no business being involved with alcohol, although I had really nice vanilla type shots at my sister's wedding last month, but that's the exception. I assume you're referring mostly to cream liqueurs then. Did I say cream liqueur a second ago? None of those drinks I mentioned a second ago were cream liqueurs. They were all just normal. I think the size is too far back. With that said, I like Baileys. I had a vanilla chocolate, not vanilla chocolate, a white chocolate liqueur, which is a cream liqueur, and I've got another one downstairs that's a cream liqueur, and it's delicious. It's like a vanilla cream liqueur, kind of vanilla caramelly. Hello, Megapixel, how's it going? I lose Mega Cool Man, and I gain a Megapixel. Prove to me that you are the superior Mega. And I reward you by buying cat ear headset. I was actually looking at cat ear headset during the sale. So do I have this higher? I feel like I'm a little bit off on the scale. Maybe I'm not. Maybe this is fine. Well, it's one of those things where I'm not looking for it to be perfect. I'm looking just to have a bit of fun. I kind of did want to get it a bit more accurate because I was trying to get F-Spy to work. It just refused to install into this version of Blender, so we're not using F-Spy. You're going to make this model with a game prop pipeline, focusing on poly count and all that? Yeah, I'll probably get it in Unreal Engine like I always do. Probably make a little scene to render it in. Try to get as close to the actual image in the rendering. Might even do a little bit of hand painting on this one. We'll see what results I get from a high poly bake, and then we'll look at that. Again, I'm not looking for a perfectionist. We're not going to make this a one-to-one. Does that work? Or did you talk about the bits? I don't think it does, because technically the stream is sub-streaming to Twitch Megapixel, so bits and stuff won't come up, unfortunately. I know that will put you off entirely donating bits, but But yeah, almost everything I make, I try to get into. One of the big reasons I really got into making 3D art, especially when in university, was because Unreal came out, and it was like such a gate opener for fight me. Megapixel said fight me. Fortunately, no one can even see what he's typing unless it gets Twitch. I need to quote unquote fix that. It's not really technically broken, but I'd like people to actually see the both chats, you know. We can delete the back. How's it going with your job applications, Megapixel? I again remember you mentioning one. I think you said that one didn't go through, but then I think you said you had another one, and I can't remember what happened with that one. Or you said you were through to the art test? Oh, that holds the word behind it. See, this word just looks like weird. I'm not even real, I'm just Steve's imaginary friend. This word looks so weird on its placement. But, whoops, I did not mean to get rid of it. I meant to click there. But we'll do our best to make it look like it fits in the place. Because I guess it's not, I guess I'm thinking it's pushing against this, but it's not. It's pushing against the actual, the base. The buttery biscuit base. Is the concept 2D or 3D? The concept is 2D. I don't really like doing 3D ones, but no, look, he drew it. If you see the time lapse, there you go. It's completely drawn, and I like doing ones that are completely drawn because I feel like it's less cheap. I feel like, hey, I'm Azra, how's it going? I feel like I've had art tests and 2 interviews for, one place and waited for the result. Oh, okay, just waiting. I feel like it feels cheap when I do it from a 3D because I can kind of just follow what they did for their 3D. So I like doing it from a 2D if I can find a decent 2D one. If you guys haven't seen me before, you can see that one that I made that was completely from a reference was this one. Wow, that is low quality. There you go. Ta-da! This was completely from somebody else's reference, or concept, should I say, because I suck at concept art and actually coming up with new ideas, so I have to go find somebody else's concept art. So it changes in shape quite a bit. I should have actually made the color try to match a bit more. It's got a much more contrast in this. Like, what I need to do is I need to really pull out the lights here, and I could probably do that all just in Photoshop. In fact, so let's go into Photoshop. I'm curious now if I can get that looking similar. I know I always get sidetracked, but this is actually work, kind of. So if we actually take this image... So this is all in Unreal Engine, for those who've not seen it. I could always get it up for you guys again if you guys really like this thing, because this is going to be the closest I've done to replicating a concept. Because what I always like to do is I like to, when I'm working on certain pieces, I prefer to show off. If I do show something off, like previous work, I want it to be more reflecting this. So if we actually, yes, bring this down here. Yes. If we bring this down here, and if we grab that guy's original, doing models for 2D pictures is really good practice since you do a lot of modeling from concept art in the industry. So super fun to do. It's always fun. I've always, since I was 13 years old, I've always loved doing that. So 15 years. My work does not represent someone who's been doing this for 15 years, but I only really started taking it seriously when I was about 19. I always want to make that clear, because if you guys are first getting into it, it won't take you 15 years to get to my level. Trust me. You'll be able to do it much quicker than I have. I don't want to discourage people thinking it would take so long to do it. So let's get this to somewhat match up. So the scaling is a little off, because the way that the actual image works is it's kind of not orthographic, but it is. So it's quite similar. I think I did a pretty good job aligning it, but it's not quite there. It's a little bit more like that, right? Yeah, I used Blender for 3 years. And you're like, you're about to say now, and I'm way better than you, Steve, right? Yeah, there you go. That's quite matched up. Oh, so we've got quite a lot of lacking detail. So yeah, if you look, the camera's up here, but somehow you can see almost all this wall. In a real 3D scenario, you won't see as much as that, right? Same like down here. And we had loads of different problems. Like this fish almost facing the camera. In reality, he will look much more in that... I don't know where my hands are right now. Much more in the opposite direction. You are great. Actually, you learned so much from your streams that basically you learned substance painter from you. Ah, that's so nice. With a strong PS background. As in, you had a strong PS background. Because I've never had a strong PS background. Let's come into here. So, I think the way to get this image to look a bit... I wonder if we can auto-tone it to look a bit closer. No. What we need to do is we need to adjust those levels. We need to make those highs higher. Where am I looking? Yeah, like here. We need to tighten this up more like that. Can I not look at it as I'm doing it? So that's already much closer in color. You can see, look how way similar there. So now what I need to do is turn up the gamma. Yeah, turn up the gamma. Now, this won't be perfect, but I'm trying to get sort of a close representation. Vibrance? Oh, I can't see it. Oh, that's kind of like a weird saturation. Wait, so how saturated do I need this, for example, with the reds? Yeah, definitely needs a gamma. Not sure what this is, why it came up in my recommended, but I'm here. What's going on? I'm actually just quickly editing a picture to look more like the original real fast. This is an old art piece I did, how long ago now? A year ago? 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Oh my god. So I made an art piece 2 years ago. There you go. It was this. Now this is a really fun scene I'm making. The reason I'm showing this off is because I'm now making... I'm going to replicate making 3 times this guy in Blender. But this was... You can actually hear the audio a little bit. There was a scene I made and the original concept looked like this. But the problem I said was, if we actually look at the comparison between the two, the original concept is much more saturated. And I went, I could probably change that quite easily, but coming into here, so I've already got 2 pictures. I've already given it some more saturation. And it definitely, it needs a bit more, it needs like an overlay. When it's gamma, if I remember how to do it, I'm not, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm not that good at Photoshop. I never remember anything is. Adjustments. It's not levels. It's just gamma. Did they not just have gamma? Color balance, hue saturation, vibrance, exposure. No. That's interesting though. Oh, gamma. Back to 0. Oh. Yeah, more that direction. So more like this. Then we want a very slight color balance towards pink. A little bit more like that, a little bit red. I think that. So if we actually look at the other one. Ooh, it's getting closer. Oh, it's getting way closer. Look at the color difference. The only difference is like if I were to literally grab a layer, throw that on top, make it like a very, very off gray. And I said that's on multiply. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? It won't be, it'll be an overlay I need, right? No. Is it soft color? I actually don't know, it's just a normal. And I only make it like 10%. Yeah, something like that, right? Oh, look how similar that is in color now. So we've got obviously some differences. Like I should have made that way bluer in the final result. In fact, I could probably make the blues come out a little bit by doing another... If I do another image correction, is there a way to just make the blues come out more? Does this work? No. How do I make... I want to make just this brighter, like this, the blue layer. Oh, well, anyways, I'm just showing off that I can... Oh, not showing off, but I'm just showing that I can actually make it look a bit closer to what we actually needed. Maybe I should do that. Change the post-processing, re-render the scene, and just update the ArtStation page. Because the closer I can get it to the original, obviously, the better it looks on the portfolio. Because the whole point is it's supposed to be like the original. The problem is if I start saturating it now, we're going to make those reds come out way too much. See that? And all I want is the blues to come out. Master. Ah, here. Red, yellow, green, cyan, blue. That did not work the way... Oh, it's because I'm adjusting hue. Whoops. Oh, wow. That is not working the way I was hoping it would. I wanted just you to get bluer. Very interesting. Anyways, again, I could fix that at some point and make it look a bit more closer. I kind of want to now after doing some post-processing editing, or Photoshop editing, but that's fine. Let's get back into Blender. I don't want to stream too long today. I say that every time. I feel so bad because I always ditch you guys to go enjoy some of my evening. I keep thinking to myself, I need to be way more productive, and then like by the time I finish, I think I finish work at 5:30, sometimes a little bit later. I then finish dinner and cleaning up after dinner about 6:30, 7:00. I then go for an hour-and-a-half walk. So I'm only available between 8 and 8:30. If I stream, let's say for an hour-and-a-half from 8:30, that's now 10. I go bed about 11:30 because it takes me an hour to fall asleep. So I have an hour-and-a-half of free time if I end up streaming. If I don't stream, I have about 3 hours worth of time to enjoy myself. So it's like, ooh, what do I do? I hope what I'm talking about, Tindy, is interesting and you're not going, what the heck is this guy on about? I'm leaving. I know I have that first impression on people, but I actually think we should do the big mesh first. So something you should actually do when doing these kind of shapes, you should make all the big shapes first. I'm not doing that. I'm kind of just making it as I go, and that's kind of a mistake. I think anyway. This actually gets quite big, right? Yeah, it goes all the way to the edge of basically there, because that's where the wedge goes. So that comes up like this, that gets filled, and then we get a nice huge bevel down. So where's this needs to sit neatly on top of there. A huge bevel down to huge bevel down to there. So, wait. Oh, yeah, that's fine, it's fine. Stand off you. As that bevel comes down, it's too tall. I think that's the reason it looks weird. Too much. Still too much. Whoa, that's cool. Well, still needs to be bigger. Right? It's not necessarily. Okay, so this part, the sides, I think the best way would just be doing a whatchamacallit, a bullion. I know how much Moderate likes his bullions, but Blender is difficult. That's what I know. Ah, are you not? Are you into other software, or is that just you saying your personal experience with Blender because you've been using it? I actually love Blender. For me, Blender feels like one of the easiest out of all the softwares I've used. And I know a lot of people would disagree with that sentiment, but I just think it's great. I used Blender when I was 13 years old, and then I stopped using it in university, and then I started using it again because I liked it so much. Pull that down. That's going to be inverted now. You actually wouldn't be able to see it until I figured. Oh, I've done that the wrong way. That's actually what I want. Make it a bit bigger. Pull that down. That is more like this. Actually, it's more like this. And that comes into here like that, right? And if I were to bully this, into submission, like that, and click apply, we'll actually have a shape that looks more like this. That is not doing what I thought it would do. Interestingly enough, I thought it would add those pieces. Why is it not adding those pieces? Not back-faced. I mean, it's easy enough to fix. Because all I got to do is basically just grab you. So I need to fix these edge loops as well. But grab you. Oh, not you. You. What the heck is this going about? Imagine Boolean not doing what you want. You would have thought. And pulling you down and then doing something like this. Matching it up with here. Merge distance. People always ask me why I type it. I don't know. I just find it comfortable. Cool. If I bevel that, it's not going to work. It actually works pretty well. I was expecting a way worse result than that. It'd be a much tighter bevel. It's a very, very tight bevel. Yeah, something more like that. We probably want 2 on it. Then we want to. We probably don't need to smooth it. What we can do is probably do a weighted and do this. There you go. Question is, did we give that enough edges? I don't think so. I think we could have been a bit more generous with how many we had. So can I undo it enough? I cannot. Brilliant. Okay, so this is why you should copy things or increase your history of undoing. That'd be helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to re-mirror what we got. I could just spawn another surface, but it's fine. It's fine. Mirror. This direction. Just click apply. Grab the whole face like that, because they don't care if it's a huge egg gun. And Blender crashed. I'm really showing the upsides to Blender today. Okay. Where's my auto save? I think the legs need to come in some. I mean, you said that and it crashed. I've tried it out only a little, so maybe I just need more practice. Yeah, I think it requires a bit of practice. I mean, what kind of art are you doing? What kind of art are you looking to do? Let's restart this. So how's it going? Jennifer or Starburns Red or Starburns? I don't know what you prefer being called on YouTube. Ah, got an itch. Oh. Oh, excuse me? What you talking about? What are you talking about? Why are you... Okay. Apply. Fill in. I make indie video games, so I do... You make indie video games? Sweet. So I do all sorts of art. Eventually I may make 3D games, in which case I'll need to learn Blender. I mean, or, you know, you can hire somebody. I think I know someone. I mean, I'm actually working a full-time job, so I probably shouldn't say that. My boss is watching my stream like, what does he say? So he doesn't want to work at the company anymore? Oh. Let's get rid of that. Wait, where did that even come from? Interesting. Look, I made a skull, guys, for those of you who weren't here earlier. All box modeled and then remeshed. I'm actually quite happy about it looks. I don't usually make stuff like this, so quite high poly, but we'll fix that later. So we're spawning another sphere. And we'll go... No, we was already on 16, right? We'll go 32. Is that right? And we want to make a nice incision. Sweetness. We want that to go, yeah, smaller. Actually, how does it look in the concept? Oh, bum. I closed the concept. There it is. Oh, it's so small. What the heck? It's more like that. And it looks like it comes down a little. I think what I should do is basically pull this down a little like that. There you go. Do something more like this. Yeah? And then do that? And do a boolean from that? Boolean. I'm surprised it didn't crash for a boolean and it crashed for something so random. That's like every software I use in a nutshell. They'll crash for the most random reasons. I think you boolean first, right? Am I crazy? Yeah. Oh, that didn't quite do what I wanted it to. Why is that? That's giving me a much stranger result. I mean, Oh, is that the one I'm looking for? I guess that one? But that's a much smoother shape. That's very, very nice. Booleans obviously are not lots of people's friends, but they can be very, very helpful for getting a nice shape. It's just cleaning them up afterwards. And if they need cleaning, sometimes you can get away with it. And it's coming from someone who hated booleans. Like, look at that. That looks pretty nice. I actually should do the same on the other side, but... So we got that on it now, which is basically... You see in the top left, right of my stream is the little bit that's there. Oh, the problem here, actually, is you see the whole bottom of that. So I actually need this way taller. I don't know if I necessarily need too much taller after literally just saying that. But what I need is this. Yeah, that's perfect. Just like you, chat. I can make it longer. And then I think I need to make this. Oh, I should probably do that. This taller. So the reason it's high poly is because we're going to eventually get it. Reason I've got extra poly, should I say more? Say no more. Is because we're going to be looking at getting it into ZBrush. And when I'm in ZBrush, I want a little bit extra poly count to work with. Oh, it's coming. Fine. It's fine on the back. Nice. We need to have a... We probably should mirror it again onto the other side. It's fine for now. I'll do that in a minute. They hurt the soul. Is that the booleans? That's with a bevel on as well. Look, the bevel works perfect. Make sure the scale is correct. Look, if I turn that up. Oh, I say I can't turn them up. That's interesting. So where is it? Because there's a pinch. I mean, I only wanted a small bevel anyway, but why can't I turn the bevel up? we keep sharp, the bevel... That's how much beveling I actually want. But the fact that I can't set it up means there's something blocking that from happening. Which is probably this, but you can, when we're in here now and you want to start... start doing stuff like that. Problem is, you actually get kind of worse results. You can see here. Maybe that's because I can probably get rid of you and you. Oh, they're the ones causing the issue too. I probably can get rid of you and you. And then I can set this to where I want. Which is very low. I only want like 0.1. Voila, we have a little bit of a neater cut. So that's looking pretty swag. Very swag. So the center part moves by the looks of it. So we've got the little... Hold on a minute. What's the bit I made in here? Is it hiding in here somewhere? Not quite sure what all these are, but I've still got... I don't know what's going on. Dude, I don't know what these are. That's the original. Oh, there it is. Why is it hiding in there? Apparently Blender crashing caused very weird results this time. I mean, preferably we just want to set this back to 0. Same with you. There you go. We want... Oh, and actually... Where are the 2 little dots I had? They're not in there, are they? No. Are those them? I think they might have been in here. Okay, whatever. We'll make some more dots. It's hiding in the skull. You're correct. 7 more minutes of me streaming, guys. We're going to start the countdown. Diddly doo doo. It's the final countdown. This, pop you down here, shall we? Little bit smaller. Yes, no. Boom. I showed, I think I said this earlier, but some other people in chat now. I showed my puppy off to work today. I was working and they're in the background. I turned on my camera and she was sitting behind me in bed. Final countdown, but instead it plays Mega Lovania. It plays what? Oh, Undertale, right. I've never played Undertale. I know some people probably find that insane because I play so many video games. It never come up on my radar, really. Yeah, I have no real excuse. I just never really, it never came up. I haven't played it yet. Ah, okay. I'm not the only one. Every person I know who's played it thinks it's the best game ever. Well, maybe not the best game ever, but thinks it's very, very good. So I know I'll enjoy it. And I can't even use the excuse of, oh, it looks old and I don't want to play something that looks old. Because I play lots of old-looking games. I play Binding of Isaac. I play all pixelated games anyway, pixel games. I play a lot of either old-looking or pixel games. So I can't even use that excuse. I actually kind of want it to wedge itself all the way to there, like that. And as it comes down, I'd actually really like it. Grab it from here, actually. You pinch a little bit, like that. And look as if it's slightly getting pinched here, like that. So if I do this, like that, we can kind of make the wood looking like it's getting kind of pinched as it comes down. Pull you up to here, and then it seems we'll just do a nice flat transition across to here. Does it go all the way up to the top? It does. I somehow did not do that correctly. There you go. I think we want this to look like it's getting chunkier at the top. And we get like a slight finniness like here. Pull that down and do something like this. Make it look like it's... I think the opposite would be better. It looks like it's getting fatter as it comes up against, again, and it goes slightly thinner as it gets to the top. Something more like that. That looks pretty good. And then we pull this down to perfectly aligned and do a slight bit here too. Like that. We're going to grab this and do a nice bevel on it. I think we want a strong-ish bevel because it's going to be wood and I'm going to want to get all the woody parts on it. Like when I'm actually doing it, I'll probably do something like this and it comes out a little bit more in another area like that. And then another area it comes down, you know, wood stuff. But that's for when I'm in ZBrush. That is not even aligned. Kind of hard to tell. Very, very good. Very swag. All right, now we want to do this. And those bevelly edges, right? If we go into here, here, and go into here. Ooh, it looks a little too much. So we'll actually keep it sharp. But what we will do is we'll do that, I think. So, yeah, it's fine. Okay. That looks good there. What I need to do for the actual center is I need to grab it. Pull it in. Do I pull it in? No, I go straight down. Wow, that makes that look a little too tight, which means I kind of want to... See, I can't pull it in now because I've got that there. I think I made that a little too high. It's fine. I think. I think it looks a little too tall as well, so I want to change that. If I grab you and you... This isn't going to work the way I think it is it? No, I need to grab... Oh, if I grab you as well, we're not going to have a difference. Ah, I need to flatten you and pull you down. There you go. That's more like it. Oh, which means that doesn't match anymore. Ah, we'll leave you the way you are. So yeah, I can make the slightest bit if I really want, and then pull you down. Oh, I guess what we could do is if I do want to make it higher and it's not going to be too much hassle, is do that, and delete that. And boom, we basically get the same result. But a slightly higher part to it. I do actually want a bevel here anyway, because I don't want it to be perfectly going in. Don't know how strong I want the bevel yet. Maybe about there. It's good. We'll get a nice thick bevel in here. Actually, no, we won't. We won't. We'll get a solid bevel in here. There you go. Looking pretty good. I'm not going to say swag again, I promise. Pull this out. This down. So this obviously needs to fit perfectly because it's going to rotate in it. So we're going to model it without it rotating first, and then we'll rotate it later. So it needs to perfectly fit so it can rotate. So make sure we ain't got any of these edges that would hit as we come around. And because it's default position, that should be fine. You shouldn't hit that now. I'm then going to actually start making the shape. What time is it? All right, I'm going to end soon. Pull that in, pull it down. We're not going to do a bevel. We're going to apply a bevel. There you go. Bevel needs to be... Ooh, it's got like golden... It's got a golden bevel. So we're actually just going to do this, and then do this, and then do this like that. Sweetness. A golden bevel, my boy. We do that. Sweetness. Okay. I'll get this quickly done. That looks like it's an inverted face, but obviously it's just that. Oh, I'm doing all this effort. I need to mirror this still to actually get that on the other side. Very clever, Stephen. Very clever. You are a very clever boy, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But that's like a very vain parent would tell their kid, right? But that's not good advice to tell a child. So these are pretty simple. It's just that. Scale this up, pull that down. So as always, to make something like this, I don't know if you guys are considering the speed I'm going fast, but to wrap your head around when doing something like this, it's just about breaking it down into its raw components, or its core components, raw components. So like, as you can see, like I'm doing right now, I'm separating every little bit out. Like I could have grabbed this, for example, made it more complicated for myself and gone, oh, we need 2 lines here, 1 line in the middle, we need 1 here, and then we need to go there, and then we can grab you, and we can pull you out. And then you realize, oh, but we're getting this bevel on it, and if we actually look at the concept, as you can see at the top right, you don't have that bevel there. And then you've got to say, oh, we've got to get rid of that bevel, blah, 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 blah. And you can still make the shape you're looking for, right? But it's a lot of extra work, when in reality, I know that I did make that look like a lot of extra work, I'll admit. Where in reality, doing what I did, it means it's a separate shape. So if I go, oh, actually, I want it taller, I want it wider. It's very quick to change. There's no... I'm not taking any extra time out of the workflow. In fact, I want it slightly tighter and slightly lower. Boom. It's, I guess the way a lot of people put it, it's non-destructive. There you go. I was just going to say non-constructive. 7 more. I just got here. Sorry, man. I didn't even read that. That was literally 9 minutes ago. Join the Discord. You'll know when I stream. No, I love seeing new people here. I'm kind of sad that I'm leaving. In fact, I've stayed this long because new people have shown up, which is fantastic. Whenever I see new people, I get very, very excited. Like a puppy. I'll bring my puppy on stream sometime. I think I had her on stream, didn't I? So I kind of want a bevel here, but what we're going to do here is the same thing we did in there, where we do a weighted normal. Again, what weighted normal does, if you've got it applied, you turn that on, it makes it look like it's got a smooth edge. Now that looks pretty nice. I like how that looks. You can, to make your UV space look good and everything, is actually, well, first of all, we need to delete the bottom. The reason I had the bottom there to begin with, because I wanted a slight curve here to make it look nice. But what you can do is you can then start grabbing it, and you can kind of make it match up, right? You can go like to here, grab this, and then pull those out. That way you get more of a shape that represents actually what it's being attached to. Pretty good thing to do. It's a bit of extra time, but it does save on some on some UV space, because when I UV map it now, I don't have that part that's overlaying inside it. Get what I mean? We are going to do a quick mirror on this. There's only 2 on this, weirdly enough. You'd think there was 1 on each end, but it's not. So quick mirror. Blah, 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 blah. Reset the transforms. There you go, so it can actually mirror around the right area. Yeah, and then you could always just be like, whoa, but I obviously don't. Well, if do it in all the ways. Whoa. But if we look at the original concept, he only has it in 2 areas. So, goodbye. When you can modulate something, it's very good. I can actually do that, because if we look, he's got some chunky ones on the end, right? We get these bigger and then pull them down like that. And then the only thing that it's doing differently... How do I do this? I need to pull this down to here, right? No? My brain. Come on, brain, you got this. What's the easiest way to do this? Like that. Yeah, like that. Right. Then we fill in this, and we got the shape we're looking for. No, we don't. That's not right. Bugger. That looks like I'm close to being right. Something more like this? Get these parts separated. Turn off freaking wet normals real fast so I can see what I'm doing. I see that's still not right. I've made a monstrous shape that I'm not actually looking to make. Something that's always fun about 3D is like just messing around against some random shapes. Sometimes you'll end up with something you really like. More like that. Yes. And then we don't need any of this back part. I made that so much more complicated than it needs to be. That's what we're looking for. It needs to be a bit more tighter. Or at least on this part here. That's probably as wide as I need it now. Pull you back to make sure, well, make you larger. Very large. Pull you back into here. Excellent. Oops. Pull you back. There you go. Then what we want to do is want to bevel what's left. I need a little bit. Like so. Oh, actually, what I'd like to do is make that actually perfectly match up. Because if we look at it... Well, actually, I need the bottom. I don't need to perfectly match up because only the bottom looks like it does it. So what I want to do... Oh, wow, it's really aligned. I didn't realize I actually kept it flat. What I want to do... Pull this up. Fill. And boom, we get a little bevel at the bottom. See that? Again, we can do a put back on the weighted normal, and we get nice smooth edges. And there we go. We've got those parts. Now, probably still need them a little bit bigger. So we'll make it a little bit bigger. They come up almost like 2/3, I'd say. Something more like this. There you go. And then what we'd eventually do, which I don't necessarily think we need to do now, but if I convert it, you then have it so that all spins. Oh, that's got a layer underneath. Interesting. And that all spins. So when it's got the gun on top of it, you'll have it spinning and facing the direction it's supposed to go. But we're going to undo that for now because I don't want it all combined. We're going to delete. Oh, wait, there was a duplicate there a second. There's not now. I thought I undid the delete, but apparently not. We got skulls in, which look pretty good. They could look better. I'm not just very good at making skulls, but I think that came out right. What we'll quickly do before finishing off for tonight is we'll move this up to a flat area. We'll put a plane at the bottom. I will put a monkey in. That looks so wrong. Oh, you know why it looks so wrong? I think I need to make this taller. Yeah, that's why. It goes in way too deep. Yeah, more like that. It's much more shallow. Maybe a little less. And then I need to grab these pieces, pull them up so they sit on top of it again. There you go. That's a bit better. Sweet. Yes, and then all I need to do here, so we'll hide these, is put some spheres in. I actually really like these spheres. Hide it. Smooth it. There you go. Makes it like that. And we go a bit smaller, actually. We'll replicate quickly what's on there, which is there. 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 One here. Pop it up here. There you go. We've got the little ball pile that's next to it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If those of you who aren't following my Discord want to have a chat to me, just join the Discord, and I'm usually pretty good at replying. And yeah, I will catch you guys. It's Wednesday today, probably on Friday. So cool start up on. Yes. And I'll see you guys then. Bye. My camera's much closer. I forgot I zoomed in. Bye.